Hello folks, welcome to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. It's time for GAC. We are on a schedule. I think I'm going to have to pause the video in the middle. You won't notice, but I will. So we're facing Dalek here. He's got a Profundity, so we can assume he's got Executor as well. 4 GLs, nothing too spicy. Kenobi is, of course, a little terrifying. Datacrons. Not a whole lot. Sitting here looking at these 2 zeros and remembering that I had gotten a Datacron before lock-in and then forgot about it, and so I didn't unlock it, and it was a really good one. I think it's defense and resistance, and then defense penetration and resistance penetration. It's a really sweet Datacron, and I'm really kind of sad that I won't have it. Okay, so we got JTR, that, and Maul. Okay, and then loading. And then down here, we've got... Oh, we got a Malgus. Hi, Malgus. Bugs. Wow. That Omicron, so we can't completely slack on this. And then nothing too spicy there. Ooh. What are you doing, Nox? And it just crashed. Well. What an auspicious start. Hopefully that won't be an issue. I'm not... Wow. Alright. So, there we go. We did the roster review last week. The roster hasn't really changed much. BT1 and Zed are 5 stars. Sortie is 5 stars. And what is he? 8th brother? Lizard brother is, I think, also 5 stars. I'm trying to think of if there's any changes. Jabba is Relic 8. I don't know if I had done that before. I think I had done that after the roster view. So Jabba's up to Relic 8. He is... I did that for territory battles. We were a little low on the mix zone, so I went ahead and tossed him up to Relic 8. I'd been kind of considering it anyway, but I went ahead and tossed him up to Relic 8, and he basically soloed the zone. It was the Relic 8 zone in mix. He basically soloed it. Everyone else died almost instantly, and I more or less just sat there. Basic Rancor. Basic Rancor. It took forever, but... Alright, so we are going to start with Malgus. I actually have footage of part of that fight. I just haven't uploaded it. So we're going to do C, because that's... Separatist. And then Sith. And this is just to fill it out. Although, most of my crappy Sith I don't have. Let's put you in there. Well, he's only Relic 5. Yeah, oh, right. You can't use a Datacron because he's only Gear 12. I mean, I know C can do it in 3s. Yeah, I think I'm going to try it like this. This should be fine. I mean, my C is basically modded for health or protection or something. Modded for survivability, let's put it that way. So he should be able to manage. And really, once you take out Malgus, the rest is just kind of... It's all over but the crying. So we mark you, and we mark you, and... Wow. Alright, so he didn't do much of anything. Alright, there we go. So, and we'll get you. And now they'll just beat up on Watt. Alright, well, I'll just hit you again. Doesn't really matter. Let's heal. See if we can carry Watt across the finish line, but I doubt it. And yeah, we're just kind of... Oh, there goes Watt. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting. We're making progress. We're almost there. There we go. Unlock our ultimate form. That shock... I don't think that's the cooldown increaser. Yep. Alright, there goes those two. Oh, well. We also took out, what's her name, so that's handy. Let's go ahead and link these two. Not that it's going to matter. But we are going to poke at Malik, because he's going to be the harder one to kill. I don't want to kill Marauder and then be stuck trying to whittle down Malik and failing. But I don't think... Well, that's definitely not the case now, because... you done? Okay. 71, so 61. So... I think that's net loss and banners. I'm not sure. We got bugs. They're all gear 12. That is not the one I want to look at. That's the one I want to look at. He is modded poorly for speed. Very poorly for speed. Speed setting's only got 85. Oh. Alright, I think we are going to take the chance. It's been a while, hasn't it? You? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the chance on doing bugs, or on doing Jawas for this. It gets dicey when there's relics, but these are only gear 12, so this should work. If not, then I'll probably have to use Vader or something. Speed up. That. I got 13, 20. So we just need, just need to stay alive for the bombs to start going off. There's another one down. Oh wow, he missed. Yep, that blew up. That blew up. There we go. So, messy, but an extremely low-cost team. I will take it. Better than using Vader or something. Now, let's see. Unfortunately, Hondo is on defense. I don't remember what this... What does... Right, there we go. All allies gain tenacity up. Whenever a buff expires, gain turn meter. Whenever it uses an ability that is an attack, recover health. And call to assist. And reduce cooldowns. Goodness. Okay, so this is not... But it's not really giving any speed. He gives 25 speed. Whenever an ally's buff expires, gain 3% turn meter. Imperial troopers could do it. But I worry that that's spendy. I don't know if I want to give that good of a team. Wampa could probably do it. I don't think there's any tenacity down on this team. Daze. No, that doesn't do anything. Crit chance damage, recover health. So there's healing in a lot of turns. Ability block, offense down, remove turn meter, gain turn meter for everything that, yeah. Evasion down. Taunts. I don't think there's any tenacity down. Yeah, there's recovery, and there's a lot of healing. Remove turn meter, not attack, not attack. 5, 3, 5, 5. Lando's not going to use his AoE because there'd only be one enemy. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Wampa. I mean, generally you want to use Wampa elsewhere. No. No. That's the one. I mean, usually I'd want to use Wampa for a tougher team, but I'm thinking I use Wampa here so we can open up the back and then go based on that. Because I mean, I don't want to risk imps, and imps are a more expensive team than Wampa. I think I don't want to, I don't want to use Sith Empire. I don't want to use a GL. I don't want to use bounty hunters. I think Wampa is the safest choice. And with his speed mods, there's a good chance Wampa's going to go first. Yeah. I mean, this is still... Oh, no, not quite first. No, that's okay. I mean, this is still a little more expensive than I would like, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. I'd like to avoid killing Ben, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Wow, 30,000. There we go. Yep, and he's going to come back. And there goes that guy from dots, and she's just racking up the dots. She's just going to evaporate in a moment as well. Oh, and he didn't heal. He didn't heal her. Oh, no, he's gone. 16 dots, 22 dots, 24 dots. Let's get rid of you. Oh well. So we dropped a banner. Alright. Like I said, that was a little expensive, but better safe than sorry on that. Now this, we've got... There's no Omicron. So this will be a little less dangerous. Not sure who I want to use here. I'm honestly thinking JTR. Yeah, I'm thinking this will work. Do I want to use Veteran Smuggler or do I want to use a tank? Because we've got damage issues, and Veteran Smuggler can do damage. But I think I want Holdo. I think I want 2 tanks. And Holdo can help keep things alive. I mean, we're basically going to try and have JTR do most of the taunting, because she's the Relic 7. And she's got avoidance. Alright, I think you are the most dangerous. Not get the stun. That takes care of him. You have an AoE. Yeah, we didn't want that AoE. He's got an AoE, but it's not as bad. Down. Let's keep you under control. There we go. Get that heal. Alright, he's gone. And I guess just shoot and slash. 11,000. Not too bad for Gear 8 or whatever the hell he is. Yeah, he keeps hitting. Leave Holdo alone. Oh, she's taunting. Oh, well, okay. Let's keep you in timeout. And finish you off. And now we just gotta... There. Okay. 60 banners. Messy, but again... pretty low cost. Where else am I going to use Ben? Alright, what do we got in the back? Got him on Mothma. We got Starkiller. Alright. Let's do this one. Because I know what I'm going to use here. And I really need to Relic Omega. Just to make her a little bit more durable. She really is the weak link in this team. So get her a little bit more health, and if I can get her up to 3, then I can start using Datacrons on this team, which would be nice. Alright, and tick tick boom. Stunned almost everyone, so let's give it to you. Alright. Oh! Okay. I guess they had dots. I didn't expect the entire team to go. Ah! Okay, that was fun. I like that. It's like, oh no, Qui-Gon Jinn died. Ah! Whole team just falls over dead. Okay. Alright, let's go back up here. This has some spicier teams. We need to keep something for C. I'm not sure, or for Starkiller. But I'll figure that out later. Alright, so Maul is not good. This is not great. How fast are you? Not very. You're getting what, 20%? So like next 50, so 330? How fast are you? Wow! Okay, so we are not using Imperial Troopers on that team. I mean, I could just GL this, or almost all of this. Can Imps do this? I think Imps can do that. Alright, oh. Yeah. We can use CLS here. I should be able to handle it. Especially with Chupio Kron. This should be pretty clean. I mean, a Relic 5 Maul, it's nothing to sneer at, but couldn't quite get him. Now we can finish off Maul. Actually, let's... he's blind. Get you. And is that enough? Yep. Alright. Nice and clean. Little more than I'd like to spend on that, but not too bad. Okay, so. Raddus. Got 4 GLs. Defense, crit avoidance, health, offense. The weakest is gaining turn meter. Hux? I hope it's Hux. So if it's Hux, I can just toss the turn to Kylo and put Raddus in timeout. Oh, it's him. Alright. Well. Yeah, well. That wasn't enough out of you. Alright, you're immune to stun. Luckily, all those exposes don't make much of a difference to Kylo there. You know what? Let's just sweep. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. I mean, yeah, it should. It's a GL. Let's go to the back row, because there is still that Starkiller team. And I'm not positive how I want to deal with Starkiller. I mean, I might just have Lord Vader solo Mon Mothma there. Alright, so he's got 2 Omicrons. I am going to assume it's the same Omicrons that I have. No! Okay, he's got Force Repulse. Okay. So that means he spells on everyone, I think. How fast are you? She might be really fast. I mean, his Bossk was kind of scary. Oh! Oh! Really slow. That's molasses. But we've got you. I could try mirroring it. I have speed. By far, I have the speed advantage. I mean, he's got like 85 speed on his Mara, and I've got 166. So, yeah, my Mara's over 400 speed. I just need to... Okay. Yeah. Crit damage and max health, max protection, immune to daze and stun, tank's taunt, but he doesn't have a tank. Debuffed enemies deal less damage. Whenever another uses a special ability, gain critical hit immunity. Whenever healers have their cooldowns reduced, and he doesn't have tanks. I mean, I know I have done this before. It's just... I have done the mirror match before. It just can be very dicey. And I need crit chance. Tenacity, health, and resistance penetration. Ooh. You're physical, aren't you? Yeah. So that's basically going to be for Palpatine. Yeah, 56% resistance. Yeah, that doesn't matter, but I'm looking at this. The potency couldn't hurt. Resistance and armor penetration, that's really good. And yeah, I think I'll use this one. Yeah, let's go for it. This always feels risky because there's no stun and no daze. So as soon as the TM stops, then they get to do it. But my Starkiller is better than their Starkiller. And I'm a lot faster. I don't think they're immune to stagger. Yeah, they're not immune to stagger. Okay, so she's gone. You're next. Alright. Oh, well, okay. 60. Oh, jeez. Okay, that works. Yeah. Well, my Starkiller is modded for damage and little else. So, yeah, he's just gonna melt. Okay, so we got Mon Mothma, and we've got... There's only 3 teams left, right? Yeah. So we got Mon Mothma, JTR, and Bossk that's a little worrisome. So, yeah. Might as well use a data crown. I got plenty. Nope, no tank. I guess. Defense, crit chance, crit damage, and protection. What is this? Crit avoidance, crit chance, and health. Ooh, 80% armor. 95%. Ooh, 5% offense. That's nice. Offense, protection, defense, crit avoidance. Tenacity and health. I think I'll go with this one. I think I'll take the speed up. And, you know, the other stuff. Not that it matters. I'm not going to need it, because it's frickin' Lord Vader against Mon Mothma. I mean, this is fish in a barrel. And it's not even a particularly good Mon Mothma team. Yeah, there's nothing that I need to do. I mean, absolute worst case scenario, we're just waiting until he can go ultimate and permanently kill things. Oh, and now they're giving him ultimate charge. Yeah, I mean, they're doing... Yeah, he did 20,000 damage, but then everybody else did like 800 because of the decrease in what they... The 90% decrease, basically. I mean, Wedge does more damage because Empire, but it's not going to make a difference. I mean, oh, there goes Mon Mothma. There goes Wedge. There goes him. And there goes Kyle. Oh, you jerk! Okay, he didn't steal my health. Good. I knew Kyle was going to die of sadness, but... stupid summon got off a plink. Alright, so... Grind. Moving up. We got 2 GLs and we got 2 teams. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to use Jabba. Jabba. Okay, so Boba Fett is a mild concern, but not a great concern. Oh, hey, yeah, we'll go with this one. It's basically as long as one of those 3 kills Boba Fett, he won't be able to revive. Yeah, it's... I like Jabba. The downside is it's really hard to undersize with him. You can't solo with him. That's for damn sure. And I might be able to... I might not have needed Scando. Yeah, haha, you can't taunt. Yep, there goes him. Getting us close. There we go. Now we'll take care of you. You're the next scariest person on this team. Yep, he's gone. Dengar's not particularly scary, he's just annoying. $109,000. Just cut him in half. I gotta say, this is going pretty well. Alright, so now we got JTR. They have a Datacron! What does their Datacron do? Crit damage and protection. So, not much of anything. So, it's just a standard JTR team. We got the brothers, so we're gonna 3-man this. Because Crazy Hermit Steve is just not up for soloing it. Probably could have soloed Mon Mothma with him. Alright, what do we got? Debuff, gain crit chance. Armor and potency. Debuff, gain crit chance. Tenacity, health, and resistance penetration. Well, you are special, but you are physical. So we'll just go with armor and potency. And away we go. Yeah, it's overkill, but I'll go for the safe win. I figure I've taken enough chances so far, you know, with running Jawas. And boop! And, oh, okay, fine. And boop! Yeah, I guess he's dazed. How rude. Alright, we'll call you. You do bonus damage against tanks. And we'll just do that. And then we'll put that on you. Yeah, we're not gonna get full, but that's okay. Yep. Not gonna get to top them up. So we dropped one banner. But, you know, still out ahead. Alright. Ships. Ships. This is going quicker than I thought it was going to. Good. I like these. This is the kind of match I like. Not just because it feels really good to one-shot everything, but I like efficiency play. I know a lot of people like Zarriss hate efficiency play, but I really enjoy efficiency play because I like figuring out who I want to use where, you know, what team is the best way to go and that sort of thing, as opposed to, I mean, there's a lot of strategy fighting turtles too, but it's a lot more annoying. So I'll take this in. We won't get any bonus banners, but I'll take the solid win. He kept his Raddus for offense, which is fine. I'm getting more and more confident in Raddus mirror matches. I've been doing them in Ship Arena, and my 4-star Raddus is 8 times out of 10 beating 7-star Radduses, just because of the way just the way it all works. So here we go, Moment of Truth. That is not great. Come on. Okay, so this is off to a bad start. Yeah, now we've got breach on everybody. Okay, this is... Oh, shit. Okay, yep. Like I said, off to a bad start. Did not get what we needed. Alright, so heal and tenacity up. Get a little bit more healing from the crits. Yeah, that mark is not good. Yeah, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Got Ghost. Debuff's gone. Now we can stealth the Millennium Falcon. Probably should have wiggled, but... Oh, what am I doing? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is really bad. Okay, yeah. Hit them. You know what? I'm just gonna take it. Getting rid of you is more important. Ugh, go away. Ah. Nobody likes you. Alright, now we're back on track. There we go. Executor's gone, so now it doesn't matter. You're actually fully healed. Actually, everyone's fully healed. Okay. Oh! Okay, everyone's full. There, full. Full health, full protection. Max banners. That was a messy one. That was almost a disaster. Alright, now we need to clean this up quick. Let's see, this is... I don't know which one I want to do. I've been having trouble with Negotiator lately. Alright, let's do it this way. Yeah, I've been having a hard time with Negotiator, but there's no tank. That's right. There's no tank. So this should work out okay. Because it's when the sandwich starts, that's when it gets a little spicy. Alright. Let's try and finish this up quick. Yep. Put that on you. Give me a turn. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, and then we do that. Alright, and then... Yep, alright. There we go. Yeah, that works just fine. I'm going to stun you. Load you up. Bring you in. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that I don't much care for. Not quite enough. Dodged! You... Jeez. Alright, 69. I'll take it. Can't believe frickin' dodged. What a... Yeah. Alright, and then we'll finish this off real quick with you. Yeah, we're almost done. We are... This is going to be a short one. Look at this. Only 44 minutes. You, and you. That's all we'll need. Better be all we'll need. If I have to two-shot Chimera, I'm going to be mad. Although I do have Tarkin I can bring in for a cleanup. I've got Tarkin, and I've got my own Chimera, and I've got Mace and Ackbar, too. Yep. That's fine. really should be going for you, though. No, okay, that works. No! This is where it's going to start sucking. Ooh, hey! Well, now it doesn't matter if he hands off turn meter. 67. Yeah, it was pretty messy. But full clear, one shot. 1825. That feels like it's low, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not sure what a good score is on 5s. I keep forgetting. But I mean, we had... That C fight was a little messy, but should still be even or a net gain. Most of my other fights, the JTR one was a little messy. But I mean, most of my fights, the other team didn't even get a turn. CLS was max banners, Wampa was max banners, Vader was max banners, Jedi Master Luke was max banners, Bad Batch was max banners. Yeah, so not great on ships, but I'm thinking 1800 is your target, so I'm probably above that. I will wait to post this. The final score will be in the description as usual. If they do their attacks early, it'll get posted early. If not, it'll... Well, you'll be listening to this tomorrow. But either way, there'll be a thing in about. So, yeah, here we are. 5. Oh, 4. Sorty's only 4 stars. Everyone else is 5. Yeah, Jabba is Relic 8 now. And... yeah, he's got just a stupid amount of health. And I don't even have him fully modded for health. And just... 144,000. Of course, Lord Vader is the tankiest attacker. But yeah, and because of the payout and large care, I don't think that contributes. But because he's got this payout, 52,821 galactic power, and yeah. So he got an extra 800 galactic power from his payout. So he is now my single most galactic powery character. Asajj we already went over. Yeah, so that's everything. I'll go ahead and show off defense real quick, and then I got a jet. So defense is pretty standard. I tweaked it a little bit. I took Executor off defense for ships, obviously, as you saw. Decided going for full offense on Executor. So it's Finalizer, Home 1, or not Home 1, Raddus. Finalizer, Raddus, and Raddus the ship, and Negotiator on defense. So we've got this stuff on defense here. Added some Datacrons, nothing too spicy. Speed up defense and crit avoidance. Not that crit avoidance matters for Savage, now that I think about it. And for Night Sisters... yeah, another one of these nasty guys. Resistance penetration, armor, and resistance. Just to make them crunchier. I mean, you know... I'm sure Imperial Troopers will still steamroll them. And any Galactic Legend will, but... or, you know, gas. But if someone underestimates, I might have that in my corner. Down here, I don't think this changed. Gas, Padme, Mon Mothma, and Qui-Gon Jinn. Nothing too special there. That Qui-Gon Jinn team does still get holds every now and then. I'm kind of surprised. It's not a very good team, but it does still get holds. And then in the back... I wanted to take Hondo out, but I couldn't think what I wanted to put in there instead. And I mean, I'm not going to replace Hondo with Jabba. As much as I like using Hondo, and Hondo is a blast, my thought is more likely to get holds on defense in 5s than 3s. So Hondo, not a bad Raddus team. I don't think this is anything special though. Oh. Recovery on buffs. Actually, that is really special because there's a lot of buffs on that team. So if Raddus gets a turn, they'll be a pain. And then we got Sana. I thought about tweaking a couple of these and just couldn't decide on anything better. So that's what we got there. Sana occasionally gets holds. I'm not expecting much now. I figure she's been out long enough that we're not going to get holds with her. Princess Leia might be better, but I think that's the way to go. So there we go. That is our GAC. Not a bad opener to the season. I'm not going to complain about 1825. I'm pretty happy with it. And I guess that's it. Not really much else to say. There's just one thing I wanted to look on here, and I guess I'm just too lazy to... Oh, he's got Vader! Look at that! He's got a Gear 9 Lord Vader. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize he was there. I'm not used to non-relic GLs, but I suppose that happens. So Piet's his fastest. How fast is his Piet? Wow! Wow! 173. That is insane. Well, his Raddus is pretty fast, too. 322. There's a bit of a drop-off there. Yeah, so he's got just absolutely crazy mods on his Piet. Oh my god, that is... Wow, good job, sir. I am impressed. Yeah, 358. 354. Yeah, so his Piet is like 10 faster than mine. Wow, that is pretty crazy. Wow. That's a fast Piet. That is more plus than I've got on my fastest. Non-GL, of course. Yeah. Of course, my Mara Jade's still faster than his, but, you know, still, that's... Whew. And then, oh, Lord Vader is my fastest. How fast are you, Lord Vader? 538. He's only got 148 extra speed. Mara Jade has more plus speed than Lord Vader. So imagine how fast I could make Lord Vader. Could probably be knocking on 600, especially after, you know, this giving him plus 20 speed. Jeez. didn't even think of that. So he's at 558. God damn. Oh, anyway, that's enough of that. Until next time, folks. Have a good one.